There is a secret buff in Silksong that can make you almost immortal. No, seriously, you really become the tankiest bug in Falloon. It takes a lot of setup, but I promise you it is absolutely worth it. First thing you need is to head over to Wormways. You can access this area from the very beginning of the game, provided you have enough rosaries required to acquire the simple key to open the door. Once you open the door, what you want to do is go all the way to the top until you find the alchemist. Talk to them to receive a quest which will require you to extract plasmified blood from butts in the lower wormways. I will have a link in the description to help you find the butts in case you are struggling, but completing the task and returning to the alchemist will grant you the plasmium vial. Basically, this is a tool that allows you to have extra mask which disappear forever when you get hit. Resting at a bench will also remove the additional mask, but fast traveling won't. More importantly, your charges are very limited to how much you have upgraded your tool pouch capacity. In its current form, though useful, we can't really do much with this tool, especially given the fact that you have to replenish your reserve by visiting the alchemist every single time. Making this tool god tier will require more fiddling. We are now entering spoiler territory, so be warned. After triggering the events of Act 3, new quests will become available for you. Once you return to Wormways, you will notice that the whole area is now infected and new creatures are now present. Go talk to the alchemist and he will once again give you a quest. You pretty much have to do the same thing as before, but this time the extraction has to be performed on the new creatures found in lower Wormways. Completing the quest will award you the plasmium gland, an item which allows you to replenish your files without a reserve. We are now one step closer to godhood. Along with the new creatures, you can also find winged life seeds when breaking those big blue cocoons. 2 cocoons can be found in this location, one here and the other next to the chapel, where you would normally acquire the Wanderer crest. Each life seed gives you 1 lifeblood, and the goal here is to overdose. Overdosing means going over the limit when it comes to how many additional masks you can handle at any given time. The threshold right now is 8, and even with a fully upgraded pouch, you will only be sitting at 8 masks, which is why we need both cocoons. Once you trigger your 9th blue mask, you will overdose and something truly special happens. Your previous white masks are now blue. And note that the conversion depends on how many masks you had initially. Because I had 10, now I have 10 blue masks. You're probably wondering, what's so special about those blue masks? Well, first of all, they make binding almost useless, since you can only recover 1 mask at a time as opposed to 3. But here's a catch. You regenerate 1 mask every 5 seconds. Let me repeat that again, but slowly. You regenerate 1 mask every 5 seconds. That means that even if you were at death's door with 1 mask, after 45 seconds you will get back to full health without needing to do anything and without obviously getting hit. And you can also still use the plasmium vial, but they only recover 1 mask at a time. But here's the thing. Most enemies in the game deal double damage. With this buff, you will be able to recover your lost health within 10 seconds and use your silk offensively. There still is one issue though. In order to overdose, you still need to get the additional 3 life seeds in Wormways. And on top of that, fast traveling and resting at a bench will take away your buff. That's really inconvenient and would have been the end of this video if Team Cherry didn't give us the answer to this puzzle. In case you missed it, I recently uncovered the most broken build in Silksong. Yes, this is a very powerful build, and yes, it is also a build that is very difficult to sustain given how many shards you need. And if you have played Silksong, which obviously you did because you're here, you know how bad the economy is in the game. Thankfully, you will be able to farm some rosaries using this well-detailed guide by a fellow content creator. So, why am I bringing this up? Why am I talking about the broken build? Because we can make it even more broken. The Architect Crest allows you to replenish your tools without having to rest, provided you have enough shards. This means that by equipping the plasmium vial, you'll be able to overdose whenever and wherever you want. Moreover, it fixes one concern I had with the build, which was sacrificing silk to restock as opposed to healing. Now you don't need to worry at all since you heal every 5 seconds. And also keep in mind that the architect build was already centered around letting your tools do most of the work for you. So now that you are technically immortal, there is nothing that can stand in your way. The only bummer that you will have is to swap one of your offensive tools for the plasmium vial. But that also means you will be able to heal no matter what. If there ever is a DLC for Silksong, it will be a walk in the park with this build. But again, it is a very difficult one to afford, so I guess that's a nice trade-off. But also, think about all those very long and challenging gauntlets, arenas you have to suffer through. I think you earn the right to overdose as you see fit. Let me know down below how crazy this build is and how broke you ended up being after using it for the first time. Drop a like or heart this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more broken builds and guides. I'm Jason and I'll see you soon. Peace.
Ha!